Welcome everybody, Tusa Acres here. Today we're going to be moving all the firewood on these pallets into the woodshed for the winter. Another beautiful day in northern Michigan. Can't wait to get this done. This is one of my last big projects of the season. The way I got it stacked this way, very intentional. I hate the whole handling the firewood more than once idea. I just didn't have a choice this year. We were fortunate in an unfortunate situation. There was a pretty bad storm that come through our area, knocked down a whole bunch of trees. This was back in late May, and because of that, there was a lot of yard cleanup to be done. So these trees were live and green that had been knocked over in May, the end of May. We bucked them to length the first week of June, started splitting about halfway through June, got them stacked, and basically everything done by the end of July. So the stuff was really, really wet. I mean, when it came down, it was basically just starting to have full bloom of the leaves, which means the trees are about as wet as they get throughout the entire year. So I stacked them kind of Lincoln log style, where you see the big gaps on these pallets, like 2 and then 2 and then 2 and then 2, so that the airflow could get through. We've got about 54 of these pallets. The first one we offload, I'm going to go ahead and measure it out and see how much it actually is, but I'm guesstimating that we're looking at about a cord per pallet, face cord per pallet. So hopefully we come up with 40 plus cord overall, not just what's on the pallets, but what I got back here. And we'll take a quick look at what I got on the pallets and what I got stacked up for next year already. All right, so all of these pallets, you can see Lincoln log style. I just wrapped them with some of that, 18-inch shrink wrap stuff to help get the airflow through. And these ones over here, the front of the pile was the last ones we got done, but you can see the ones in the back, they're looking pretty brown, pretty dark on the edges. Okay, and then the last stuff we got finished up was this over here. You'll notice this stuff is split a lot thicker because that's what I want to burn in the boiler. I split the other stuff smaller so that it would dry quicker this year. But this pile here, I did the measurements on it. It's about 9.5 full cord. So what is that, times 3, about 30 face-ish. It's 24 feet long, about 5 feet deep, 5 feet high, stacked 3 rows deep. And they're probably 18 to 22 inches on average, some shorter, some longer. But we've got all of those stacks over there, all these stacks over here, and we're going to be moving all of these to the woodshed today, or at least as many as the woodshed will hold. That moved a whole lot easier than I was expecting. I was expecting the thing to just kind of tumble all over the place. That's why I mounted that yellow thing on the back of the tractor, or on the top half of the forks, so that I could tip it back a little bit and let the wood kind of rest against it so it wouldn't be so wobbly, but it seemed to work just fine. Alright, so it looks like we're coming in with this particular pallet, which is pretty close to the average out there. There's some that have more wood, some that have less wood. This particular pallet had, I think it was 36 to 40 square feet worth of firewood, and a full face is, what did we say, 43? 42 and some change, something like that. So we've got 56 or 54 pallets and then 2 crates, so we'll call it 56 pallets times, multiply that by, I don't know, call it 0.95 or 0.90. We're still going to end up with over 50 face cord, which is more than enough for what we're doing, so perfect. Caught it or not.
Yeah, well, you should have saw me. I stepped forward and back and fell into the dirt. You were almost lifeless.
Yeah.
I was able to stop this end right here with my superhuman strength.
Fantastic.
And my new boots.
And my new boots. Ah.
so we're closing down for the day. I think we got 22 pallets done today. The wood shed's almost half full. Now, because of the pitch of the roof, the front half is obviously a lot taller. So we'll fit more in per row. But there is, I got a big box of scraps and cardboard and kindling and taking up one corner. So I'd say we're half to just over half of what we're going to actually put in the woodshed. 22 pallets, 22 face cord, approximately. Call it 20 face cord, so that's what, 7 full cords so far that's in there, approximately. And it's going good so far. We had one little incident earlier. I don't know if it actually got caught on camera or not. I won't know that until I do the video editing, but one of our rows tipped over. Fortunately, nobody was in the way, or at least they were able to get out of the way. So not bad for half a day, if that, of work. We'll get this guy topped off tomorrow, and then we got to move his wood across the street. I'm going to do about 10 face over there, and we'll be done for the season. So super exciting. Can't wait to get this chore taken care of for the year. It's been, what, 3 months now? 4 months of working on firewood. But it's a 2-year supply that we've basically processed in the last couple of months. So, all right, that's it for tonight. We'll keep the time lapse going through tomorrow and do a follow-up wrap-up for the whole video. Thanks.
Okay, now you can clearly see that I got my pallet unloaded before Dave died. Got it stacked high and dry, and we're just catch up yourself.
I am so going to not fast forward that part.
Oh my gosh.
Alright everybody, so that was 2 days, maybe about 8 hours of work, but three and four people respectively, first day, second day, or you know what I mean. Anyhow, we got 35 pallets, each pallet being just a smidge under a full face cord in the wood shed, and then I got 4 more pallets stacked outside, plus a 16-foot by about 4-foot stacked pallet, 6 feet high. Just off the top of my head, I think it's probably close to 40 to 45 total face cord sitting here, and we still got another 15-20 pallets sitting out there. So I think we're set, and this is my last big job of the summer, so I'm really relieved that this part is done. I'll get all this stuff tarped over in the next couple of days to the week, and yeah, I'm actually looking forward to cranking up the boiler for the rest of the year. Alright, thanks for watching. Please consider liking and subscribing. I'll see you in the next video.